Record. Okay. So we're gonna stop sharing a screen. Okay. I will share my screen. So you all able to see my screen, right? Okay. Mhm. Okay. So I'm recording these sessions. I will upload somewhere like either Google Drive or YouTube private channel anywhere. You guys can go through that. So first you guys have to listen uh carefully. Like okay. So before starting to actual coding, we'll go through the introduction. So basically when we are learning, so why we learn Java? So usually when you go for interview, any basic discussion as well, people will ask what is Java, why Java? Okay, so Java is basically a programming language, as other programming languages we have like Python, C, C++, okay, uh, Ruby and Rails. So those those programming languages and Java, like how Java is different from them. So programming language also have a category like high level, low level, middle level programming languages. Okay. So Java we consider as a high level programming language. And then in high level programming language as well, there are certain uh, concepts we have like procedure oriented programming languages, object oriented programming languages, aspect oriented programming languages. Okay, so that and all we discuss about those category later on in the course. So right now, I will talk about what is Java. Okay, so Java is simple, high level, platform independent, architecture neutral, secure, robust, multi-threaded, distributed, and object-oriented programming language. Okay. So if anyone asks, okay, what is Java? Why Java? So in one definition you can capture, okay. So Java is a simple, high-level, platform-independent, architectural-neutral, secure, robust, multi-threaded, distributed, and object-oriented programming language. Clear? So this is a definition. Anyhow, I'm recording the session, so you guys will get those detail as well. So I said Java is a simple. Why Java is a simple? Java is simple. The first reason is while when we used to write a uh, Java program. Okay, if any one of you work on C or C++, C and C++ have pointers. Okay, pointers, operator overloading. So if you guys know about that, even you don't know about that, so those features are very complex. Okay, basically the memory management stuff also a programmer can able to handle with the help of pointers and all in C and C++. But in Java, programmer doesn't have control on the memory allocations and all. So those things will take care by JVM. You just have to write the business logic. Okay, that is the one reason. Second reason why it's simple, because it's easy. We are right. If you see, I have written system.out.println, right? So it's very straightforward. If I write C out here, you have to understand what is C out. Like you know the system out of printer. So it's basically we are using English language and it's easy to write, easy to understand. When you write any word in English, right? So it's easily understandable. So that is the reason we call Java is just simple. Okay. Okay. Now I have said that Java is simple, secure, high level, and all. So secure, how Java is secure? So Java is secure because when you run a Java program, right? When you run this program, so basically this program generate a dot class file. Okay, so that we'll explore also when we start writing the code and all. We'll explore okay what is dot class file. But right now you just remember when you run a Java program, or sorry, when you compile a Java program, so after compilation we get a file called dot class file. That dot class file we also call bytecode or magic code. Okay, so once that bytecode got generated, and when you if anyone try to edit that bytecode or anyone try to modify that content of that bytecode, once you try to update, you try to manipulate that bytecode, next time when you run that program, okay, so it will throw exceptions like that code is modified or unauthorized or illegal access to resource and all. That we'll see with the example. Okay, so basically right now you have to remember secure because of bytecode. Okay, and then how bytecode is secure, what we can do, what we cannot do, we'll see later. Platform independent. Okay, let's assume I have created this program. Okay, if I share this program with you, right, you can run in your system as well. So I have write this program in Mac OS. I can share that file through email and you can run in your system and you can easily get the output. Okay, clear? So that is all because of bytecode. So when I run this, let us assume I run this program. So one dot class file got generated. I will show that also. So one dot class file got generated and that file I will share with you, can run in your system as well. So basically what happened, you have you have installed JDK. Okay, JDK contains GRE. So basically in your operating system, a GRE is running, which when GRE run, we call JVM, a Java virtual machine is running. So Java virtual machine accept that bytecode and generate a native code respective to your operating system. Okay. So similarly, if you go with the C and all, so C, once you compile a C program, the output of the C program, the exe and to and source file and all you will get. So when you share those file to anyone else, if they try to run in their system, they are not able to run those files in their laptop, mobile, or anywhere else. The reason is when you compile a C program, it generate a native code respective to that specific operating system. Okay. But in case of Java, because we have a bytecode, we can share that bytecode any of the user with any of the operating system they are using it. Clear? Okay. Now we also call it platform independent. So platform independence writing in, like let's assume I have written a program in my system, I can run a program in anywhere else, right? I can compile in my system, I can run in your system as well. Clear? And that is the one thing. The second thing is that we all have in my mobile. Let us assume if you guys are using Android, right? So in Android, you can also run a Java program, and also the that is called one term is there that is called DEX. Okay, so DEX is basically kind of bytecode only, which is that those bytecode consumed by Android OS. So Android OS, whatever Java virtual machine they are using, so they can consume that DEX bytecode. When and there is prior to Android, there is called Java Mobile Enterprise Edition. So Micro Edition also people used to call it. So there also, so those when you write a Java program and that bytecode was generated, so you can run on uh, mobile or any other devices as well with the help of that mobile edition or micro edition, you can say that. Okay, so basically it's any kind of CPU you can run a Java program. So if any programming language which provide that support, we call that a programming language platform independent, because we can run any kind of platform, either Mac, uh, Linux, Unix, Windows, or any mobile operating system. Okay, and we also call it architectural neutral because it doesn't need any specific kind of CPU. Like no, it only run on Intel. It cannot run on AMD. So it's nothing restriction like that. So that is the reason I call it Java is simple, high level, platform independent, architecture neutral. So architecture neutral means any kind of architecture you can run. You can install JVM. You can run Java program. Okay. Okay. Why I call it robust? So robust. Right now we cannot understand why we call it robust, but once you start learning, you completed exception handling or memory management related code and all, so you can come to know that. Okay, so why you call it robust? Robust means rough and tough. Why? Because strong memory management it's have. You don't have to manage the memory. JVM will manage the memory. There is no concept of pointers. Okay. Exception handling, a very mature exception handling provided by this programming language. Type checking mechanism, it's having a very strong type checking. We are having generics and all that we'll study in part 2 of this. And platform independence. So all these 5 things make it robust. Okay, so then I also said like it's a multi-thread. Multi-thread means Java support multi-thread programming approach. So you can see when you read multi-threading, you guys come to know that okay, because it's providing its multi-thread support. That is the reason we are writing a multi-threading program, and that is and distributed as well. So Java is also helpful in creating a distributed application using RMI and EJV. We can create a distributed Java application as well. Okay, but right now in this course we are not having RMI or EJV because people are not using it much. Okay, now come to the, I also said that it's object oriented. So basically Java follow object oriented programming approach, and that is the reason we are reading we are going through this class because it's a very popular object oriented programming language. What is object oriented programming approach? We'll also learn later on this course because right now it's just introduction. So we just have to know that if someone knows what is Java. Java is a simple high level platform independent, architecture neutral, secure, robust, multi-thread distributed, object oriented programming language. Clear? And Java follows object oriented programming approach. And what is object oriented programming approach? I cannot explain it right now because when I explain it, I have to give a reference and also first we have to know the basic coding, okay, to understand those things. We all know like language is a medium of communication, right? So we say programming language. So programming language means a medium of communication. So programming language means program means a set of instructions. So a set of instruction for whom? Whom we are giving a set of instructions. We are giving set of instruction to operating system, right? If you see this line, the first line is a one instruction. The second line is also instruction. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. So combination of all these lines, when we combine all this instruction, it's become program. Okay, this program communicate with whom? This program communicate with operating system. When you run this program, so operating system will execute these instructions and perform the task and you will get the output. Clear? So we all should have clear idea of what is programming language. So what is Java, you know? Now what is programming language? Java is a programming language, but what is programming language? So programming language, if someone asks you what is program, you can say a set of instruction. Language is a medium of communication. But if someone asks what is programming language, so you have to say a programming language contain a set of grammatical rule. Grammatical, why I'm saying grammatical rule? Grammatical rules means syntax. Syntax means where to write what. Like I have opened this curly braces, I'm closing here. I'm opening this curly braces, I'm closing. Why I'm opening this? Why I'm closing here? So means there should be a grammar, right? A grammar will tell you exactly after writing this, you have to do this. After this, you have to do this. Once you declare a variable, you have to provide a semicolon. So these are the rules. These are the syntax. So it is a set of grammatical rules, syntax to write a program instruction for machine to perform a certain task. So basically, we have a syntax which tell how to write an instruction to perform a specific task, right, in a machine. Clear? Clear, everyone?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So if in between, if you guys have anything to say or any doubt, you can ask. Okay. So okay. So it seems like initially it seems a bit boring, but we have to go through this, right? We cannot skip those things like theories, a bit of theories we need. Okay. So now everyone is able to understand what is program, what is programming language, what is language, and what is Java. Clear? What is Java? For till now, you guys should able to understand what is Java and what is programming language. So programming language is you just understand a set of instruction with syntax to perform a certain task in device or in machine. Clear? Okay. Now, if you see in India, we have multiple languages and we are having types of languages, right? Like Indo-Aryan, Indo-Dravidian, kind of two type of languages we have. Similarly, in programming language also, we have a three type of programming language. Okay. The first one is we call low level programming language. Second one we call middle level programming language. And third one we call high level programming language. Correct? Okay. So low level programming language. Uh, might be all are from engineering background and all. Okay. So low level programming language is basically you can also call it binary programming languages. Okay. Binary means where instructions are written in 0 and 1. We just have to know. I'm not going to teach binary programming language. Just introduction. You should aware about that. So basic flip flop in your house, basic switch, right? So if they understand on and off, 0 and 1. Okay. Flip flop also, if anyone from EC background or anyone we have studied digital electronics, right? They know about that flip flop. So flip flop also have a two type of input, 0 and 1. Okay. So 0, 1 is a binary digits, we can say. And if you use those digit to create, if you use those digits to create a program, we can call those programming language low level programming language. Okay. What is the benefit? So whatever program we are writing, they all got converted to low level program. Okay, even we are writing high level here, it will get converted to low level, but those tension we don't have to take care. Okay, that is depend upon the operating system, and your JVM will take care of that part. Okay, so basically what happened, and this binary programming language or low level program very near to the uh, operating system, like it's don't need translation, it don't need anything, it will directly execute, it will directly execute on native level. Okay, so it's basically when you write in 0 or 1, machine will directly understand, because 0 and 1 is also called as machine level coding or machine level programming language or low level programming language. No translator required. When you write a Java program, a JVM first we compile it by using Java compiler. It will get bytecode. Then JVM consume that bytecode and JVM generate native code. But in low level programming language, there is no need of translation. It will directly get executed on machine. Okay. Now, so it's if it's fast and directly got executed, so why we are not using low level programming? Why we went to high level programming? It's very complex to write. Okay, modify and identify the issue with that programming language. If any issue come, you will only see 0 and 1s. You don't know where exactly issue is. It's very difficult to develop. And binary code and native code is platform dependent. So let's assume if I write any with the help of binary code, if I write a program, it will only got executed in my system. If I try to execute in your system, I need to make a relevant changes to that program. So it's not a platform independent. Clear? Then uh, we got introduced by middle level programming language. Middle level programming language might be like any whoever done engineering, they know that in our lab we are having 8085 and 8086 processor. So those processor, right, will execute, we execute some command like add, sub, mul, div, mov, kind of command. Why? While feeding the instruction to that processors, right? So that type of programming language, right? It's depend on the bit, like 8085, 16 bit, 256 bit. So based on those bits, they are having a certain instruction, okay, like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So when you use those instructions to write a program, we call it middle level programming language. Okay. And one example of middle level programming language is assembly language. So you can explore that. We just have to know that okay, there is a middle level programming language which is also called as middle level assembly language, and they are having a set of instruction to write a program like add, sum, mul, div, move. So it's a higher than a binary program or low level program, but not much understandable by humans clearly. Like we can, a expert or a very core domain guy can only write those programs. Okay. The code written in assembly language is processor specific. Let us assume if you created a program for 8085 processor, so it will only get executed in 8085. Same program you cannot reuse. You have to again write for 8086. Clear? So that is the problem for middle level programming language. So to overcome those programming language, we got introduced by high level programming language. High level programming language is the language which is understandable by humans or human can write in their own language like English. Okay. So when we use English language or English statements also nowadays people are using to write a program, we call it high level programming language. But English is understandable by us but not by machines, right? So we need a translator. So the translator can translate our language into the machine level language, which is called low level language. Clear? So that is the reason we have JVM and all. So basically, JDK, JVM. So when we write a program, okay, we follow certain syntax. The reason to follow those syntax so that they can generate a native code. They can once we like JVM and all will help us to generate the native code for devices. Clear? So we call it compiler or interpreter is a program, those who help us to compile our English language. Like I have written in English language by following certain syntax of Java program, and JVM will get execute or Java compiler will compile this, verify the grammar of this, and then it will generate a bytecode. Clear? Okay. So basically, high level language is very close to us. Like we can understand easily, but for device cannot understand those. So device need a helper. So that helper name is compiler, translator, or we can say that interpreter. Clear? It's easy to write, easy to modify. It's a platform independent, robust, secure. Simply you can write once and run everywhere kind of approach we follow. Okay. So basically, what is programming language? Till now we have clear with what is programming language, how many types of programming language we have, what is Java. Three questions we are clear, right? Okay. So now what I will do is I will copy this one, paste it here on desktop. One second. Let me. Are you guys able to see my screen?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, we can.
Okay. So let me share it again. So I just copy this from the ID. Okay. Are you able to see the sample.java class dot class?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
cup.
Yeah, the cup. The cup is like maybe in your operating system, if you see the dot class, you will get a certain different icon. Okay. So it's like us. I 1 second. Okay. Okay. So yeah, we have left with 3 minutes. Okay. Today. So any doubt, any suggestions? Okay. So you guys can directly. So I have pasted here. This is test.java. So what is the extension here? .java. Okay. Okay. So let me go to get info. So it's visible to everyone.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. So basically in desktop, I have a file called test.java, right? So I'm going to the desktop. Okay. So Java compiler name in Bean, if you guys done with installation, you can go to your Bean folder and see there is a file called Java C. Basically, this is Java compiler. Okay, that file name is Java C. So I'm calling Java C and then I'm saying test.java. So I'm asking it to go to test.java and compile it. So it's compiled or translated. So once it got compiled or translated, it will generate a dot class. You see, this is dot class, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this is my file test.java. When I compile it, I will get dot class. So when you compile a Java program, you will get a bytecode or dot class or magic code. What? Bytecode, dot class, magic code. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's done with, we done with the compilation. Okay. So one second. I close that one or what? Okay. Okay. So now I compile it. Okay. So once you're done with the compilation or translation, you have to run that one. So I said Java C is a compiler name. Now I have to call JVM. Okay. So JVM name is Java. You can find that also in that bin folder. Okay. So now once dot class file generated, then only you can call. So now I have write test and let's see it's getting compiled on. So it's saying what is it, could not find or load main dot